Well, welcome to Fiorano and a 488 GTB. I've literally just stepped into this car and I will have 4 laps in it, so you are learning as I do. It's a replacement for the 458 Italia, same basic platform, but significantly it has a turbocharged engine of 3.9 litres. It makes an additional 100 horsepower thanks to the fact that it's blown, so it's 670 metric horsepower, which is phenomenal. This car generates an awful lot of downforce now, which is why it looks as it does. I think I sort of prefer the look of the 458 myself, but can't argue with the aero. They showed us graphs, lots of graphs. It's got a steering rack from the Speciale, which is a little bit quicker than the 458 Italia's was. Circuit it doesn't feel nervous. On the road it sometimes used to, but I think Ferrari was saying last night they feel they're at the limit of what they can do with steering speed, really, because some drivers do find it's a little bit nervy. But you know what, I've been driving it for a lap and a half. I've got CT off, it's got this slight slip control which allows a certain amount of oversteer without things getting out of shape, so I can keep the front pinned and know that it will just slide around a tiny bit, but the safety net of ESP is still there, and it is pretty phenomenal. But now they say that ESC all off is only really for big skids and messing around. You know, you can take enormous liberties with it. Obviously, where at the very bottom of the rev range you get more power more quickly. It's so fast, it's so fast. You sort of think, how quick can supercars be? Can supercars be too fast, really? Can you? They'll be so fast that you can't get to grips with it, but you know what? You'll be fairly blown away. They just every time with this mid-engine V8, they just are nailing it at the moment. Very much. Okay, so that is what it's like as a track car, a bit of an assault on the senses, first off. But on the road, it is a 670 horsepower car. 670, I mean that is such a lot of power. The engine is not as sharp as the 458. It doesn't have the same electric whip crank response. It's inevitable, it's got 2 turbos. It is never going to be quite as sharp as, say, the old V8 or the V12 or V10 in a Lamborghini. But it's good enough. It really is good enough. You get a lot of sharp very quickly. It's got that sort of balance that McLaren doesn't, because McLaren has an open differential. Where if you come out of a hairpin and you want it to step sideways, because it's got an electronically controlled limited slip diff, it will do that. That makes it a really engaging thing. You've got to have a car that talks to you a lot, that engages you quite well, because it's all very well having a nearly 700 horsepower car that can do 60 in 3 seconds dead and lap Fiorano and almost as fast as an Enzo. But what you really need is something at the speed we're doing here, which is 75 kilometers an hour, is pleasing and engaging. You know, it's got quite sweet steering. It feels special all the time. Ferrari do not get this mid-engined V8 car wrong. They just don't get it wrong. It's the supercar refined and honed.